What's up, guys? It's your girl Rivah, and I'm back again with another video. If you're new to this channel, hi, my name is Rivah. It's very nice to meet you. Before we get into this video, make sure that you guys give this video a thumbs up. Make sure that you guys hit that subscribe button, and as I always say in every single video, make sure that you guys leave your comments in the comment section down below so that we can all talk about it. Also, if you're not following my Instagram, follow my Instagram. It's at RIVAH_JORDON. And if you don't know, I do post a new video every single day. The time varies, to be honest with you, so make sure that you guys hit that subscribe button and notification bell so that as soon as I do post, you guys will be, the first ones to know about it. And also, to the people who've always, consistently been watching me, I like to just go ahead and get right into the video. So let's just go ahead and get right into it.
No standard, no nothing. And you can do that, but at the end of the day, men are the consumers, and men aren't buying it. Because see, here's the thing: you can be an average, acute-looking woman, and years ago you could have got a man, a husband, but now when you are trying to put on someone else's hair, put on some. Even if you don't do that, but just the weight is doing a lot, man. I can't say in the black community the weight is doing a lot because I have women who are calling in who don't even realize that it's an issue. I had a woman call in the other day, and I said, "Ma'am, at your height and your weight, I mean, no offense, ma'am, but you're the size of a middle linebacker." And she said, "No, I'm not." I'm like, and I went and pulled up Lawrence Taylor, NFL grade. And I was like, "He's 4 inches taller than you." She was shocked. So, how do we get this back on track? Well, when 4 out of 5 of our sisters are overweight and no one can tell you nothing, I don't know who can get through to them. We have to start having women be honest with each other. Because when you're raised in our culture, mom leaves the house. So they may hear it from me, but until women start actually having, let's just use it, thoughtful, respectful conversations about, hey, we need to probably do this for our own health, for men or whatever, because men don't care why you do it. We just want it there.
And I think that's a very valid point. For me, being, petite, I don't care. I'm not the person to talk about when it comes to weight. I'm not the person to talk to about that because I'm not going to cater to anyone, and I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. And the reason why is because if you're asking me my opinion or you're asking me something, I'm gonna be 100% honest with you out of love. And I feel like that goes over a lot of people's heads. But for me, I'm doing it completely out of love because there's so many issues that come into play when you are overweight. So many issues. So yeah, I'm not that person. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm the one that would be like, didn't you say you was on a diet? Okay, no, you don't need to be, because of your health. And especially in our community. You have to be careful of your colon, your cholesterol levels, high blood pressure, diabetes, especially if you're a woman, so many things that can literally attack your womb because of the things that you're eating, like literally. And it's not just about the outer image, it's also about the inside, but people get so upset about it, and it's such like this, like, what do they call it? Fat shaming and all these things, when in actuality, it's like, for me personally, if you're asking me or talking to me about something, I'm gonna be the one that's like, yeah, we're gonna go running, right? Okay, yeah. Oh, you're gonna eat? No, we're not gonna go eat there because you said you were on a diet. We have to go eat this. Like, encouraging you and motivating you and being that pusher for you, because like, some people will be around you and they'll be like petite like I am, and you're eating like that, and they're like, oh yeah, girl, I feel you. So is that really love? Is that out of love, just being nice? It's not. It's not being honest.
Because here's the thing: men can't turn off and on their provider. If a man falls on hard times, stop producing, we can judge him. And if a man's not masculine, we can judge him. Well, we got to have that standard back up for men and women. And the question is, uh, are people really willing to do it? And I honestly have more faith that they are than they're not.
That's a great point. And I think one of the challenges is with this hookup generation. The problem is a lot of women confuse sexual attention from long-term retention, right?
Yep.
They confuse that because somebody's willing to have sex with you, that doesn't necessarily mean that same person will marry you, and that's a lot of times the case. So, from your personal experience, if you're advising a young woman who wants to be married, what are some of the things that men are looking for in a woman if they're desiring long-term marriage and relationship?
Well, one of the biggest things outside of the weight, fitness. Fitness is just a standard requirement of all men. Like you said, don't confuse short-term access with long-term commitment. When I talk about getting a high-value man, I even try to turn it to getting a high-value husband because that people are equating the two. Then the second one, this one's going to hurt. No children. 51% of black men are single and childless. 64% of them are in the middle class. We've been told that, all these other things, but if a man doesn't have children, he doesn't want to necessarily raise another man's children. I say, ladies, understand. Women tell men what you think they deserve by your looks and your weight. So what are you telling men what you think they deserve? So looks, the lack of children, and then here's the other thing. We talk about femininity, beauty, inspiration, all that. Really, it's cooperation. Men just want you to be cooperative. Can you work with me? Mm-hmm. Work with me, and that's what more than anything else. Now, I say women are great if they're feminine, beautiful, and inspirational. I have a higher standard because I feel like that if you want the best, you should be the best. You should not want a man who is a master of the universe and he's just getting he has to work to become that. Are you an appropriate reward or appropriate prize for that catch?
Reward is so key. That's such a key thing that he just said, because this man goes out and, as he says, he's captain of the universe, right? Everyone outside is singing his praises. And then when he comes home to you, you're getting on his damn nerve. You are getting on his damn nerve. And I'm laughing, but it's true. Like, you are just driving this man insane. And everywhere else he goes outside, he has peace. When in actuality, his peace is supposed to begin and end in his home. It's supposed to be that comforting space. Not he goes to his office that he owns or wherever. But this is just an example. He goes to an office and he sees all these beautiful women who are nice and who are sweet and who aren't combative and who are willing to listen. And then he comes home to you and it's a complete opposite. Complete opposite. Look, a mess. House a mess. Attitude a mess. Like, you know what I'm saying? I think a lot of times what happens is that people no longer look at their spouse like a prize anymore. And that's when all the problems happen. Because when you no longer look at them like a prize, you start treating them mediocre because you're used to them. But the same person that met you is the same person that they are. So as special as they were when you met them, they're still that special. It's just that you're, living with them now, you're used to them now. That doesn't change anything. So you can't change that, because a lot of problems are going to arise if that person that you were, you're not treating them the same, you're miserable, you're this, you're that. Everything is going to crumble after that.
Let me see if I can shorten it down. Ladies, are you going into your relationships with men in good faith? And are you in it for the long haul? Or is it, I'm here, but as soon as this happens or that happens, I'm out? If you're going, we have too many people who are not entering into it with good faith because, for whatever reason. That's why I recommend therapy so much. Mm-hmm. One of the things I recommend this therapy is because we come from a culture that has been fractured and never had a chance to heal. But the world doesn't owe us understanding. You didn't have your daddy. I didn't have my daddy. Whatever. Okay, so what? You're a grown person. You know you got issues. Go get some therapy, because at the end of the day, you're trying to get somebody to work with you, and you need to know, at least have that clean bill of mental health. And it's, don't wait until crisis. And even if you think you're okay, just go get a tune-up. Just go see. And I think that would do us more benefit. And then the other side, for ladies, so many men will say, ladies, your only interaction with men tends to be in a short-term hookup kind of thing. You got to become far more curious about men. You don't even understand who men are, what men want. What you think they want is just in the bedroom, and there's far more to it, because there are men who are willing to accept a lot different things from a woman. At the end of the day, between any man and any woman, there's always going to be a unique relationship. But they both got to feel like they're getting something out of it to want to stay in it for the long term.
No, I really love that point. And similar to what we talked about with the men, and my friend Stefan, he does a really good job of really breaking
the Bossier?
Huh? Yeah. Mm-hmm. He does a really great job, because I think sometimes with the women, you have to use a male example for a woman to get the woman example, right? So if there's a guy who's broke at his mom's house, mm-hmm. and he's like, where are the good women at? Mm-hmm. Most women will be clear as day and be like, well, right. Get a job, get off your feet, get your own place, and then try now.
Right.
So to me, it's uncomfortable. We have to be honest. The financial stability equivalent to most men, to me, would be the weight. Mm-hmm. That weight. Mm-hmm. For a lot of women, if they would get, and I think my number one message is about your best.
Yes.
Weight. It's not about being a size 0. It's not mm-hmm. being a runway model. It's what's the healthiest, best weight for you. Because even if you really watch your content, you tell some women that, look, you're working out, so you can hold 160 a little mm-hmm. bit better. So sometimes it's not even about the numbers, it's about you being in your best shape.
Right.
And so I feel as though what needs to happen is that both men and women have to be honest about what the other party's asking from us, and not so much get mad at people for telling us the truth.
And this goes back to delusion. And this goes back to, the thing is, when women communicate, right? And this is super common. You can see it like in memes on Instagram and stuff like that. Like, it's like people make jokes about it. Oh, babe, are you okay? I'm fine. And she's not fine. She knows she's not fine. She wants you to like kind of like dig and da-da-da-da. Like, not every woman is like this, but I'm just saying, And so like, say for instance, if a man is like, oh, well, it's like, oh, babe, what do you want to eat for dinner? You want to go out to dinner, or do you want me to cook you something? You can just cook me something. You sure? You don't want to go out? Let's go out. Because women are wired a way where we can say something but be implying something underlying. We can be saying something, and then the underlying thing is something completely different. Men, they just say it, and that's it. Set it and forget it. And a lot of the issues is that women think that men think like them. So I 100% agree with the fact that, like Kevin just said, you don't even know men. You don't even know how they operate, because a lot of people stick into this one little box and feel like it only matters how women think. We run the show. It only matters what we think, what we feel, what we deem as okay, what we deem as not okay, and that's not gonna make a full relationship work. But I want to know what you guys think about this in the comment section down below. Make sure you guys leave a comment. Make sure that you guys hit that subscribe button. Make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up. If you're not following me on Instagram, follow my Instagram. It's at RIVAH_JORDON. Thank you guys so much for watching. Love you guys.